Internet, this is Gamer Bros Advance. I'm Player One, and welcome to Shovel Knight. Yeah, I actually really wanted to play this for the channel. I'm playing this on the Switch, so this is the Switch version, but it's got all 3 storylines, and yeah, we're gonna play through each one of them, starting, of course, with Shovel Knight: Shovel of Hope. Seems like an appropriate thing to start off this playlist with. But don't worry, we'll get to these fine characters very soon, once we deal with this guy's story. So here we go, Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. Alright, let's name ourselves GBA. So don't worry, I got a pretty good idea how these controls work, so we shouldn't have a problem. Body swap. Enter body swap mode. Before you begin, would you like to swap? Nah, I'm not gonna deal with that. Your prerogative as to what you like to choose each gender to be, but for me, I'm just gonna stick with the basics. Alright, here we go, let's do it! Time for some Shovel Knight action! Oh man, this is gonna be great. It's very... Okay, let's read a little subtitle stuff. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Haha, yes. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. These two are fantastic adventurers indeed. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and the Shield Knight was gone. Oh man, poor guy. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. He became a hermit! I guess he grew plants or something. Oh yes, but without champions the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. The Enchantress is quite the Maleficent ripoff. Now the tower is unsealed and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. This is the first time an 8-bit game like this has so much story, so much amazing detail. It's so much fun to play. Sharpen My Shovel! Here we go! And it's very Mega Man-esque as well. So, oh yeah. Gotta remember, these are Switch controls. I played on my computer for a while, but, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I do much better with the gamepad than keyboard. I've always been that way. So I'm not going to worry about collecting all the music sheets. I know those are a thing to collect here. But in the other stories, I'm going to try my best to collect as much of the alchemy coins and the red skulls. But this is actually... When I heard about this game, I thought, I guess it's something. But then when I started playing it, yes, sometimes the controls can be very frustrating. I've died many times, but there's no live system, so there's not really a danger. So, hopefully I will not be stuck. I know for a fact that there are some levels where I remember the airship level. Oh, I died more times on that level than in any other one of the levels in this game. Now, I will say Shovel Knight's controls are probably the hardest to work with. But I'm having not so much trouble right now. Alright, Dragon Time! Dovahkiin! Fusro Shovel! Shovel in your face! See, I seem to have a pretty good idea of how it works. And I think one of my favorite things about this game is that the money system, it's treasure. It is straight up treasure. And it's very, you know, Wario sort of deal right there. Alright, let's keep going. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. Maybe I'll get through this introduction level and that'll be it. We'll see. Up the ladders we go! And yeah, it's basically get to the end of the goal, defeat the boss, and that's how it... Ouch! Oh, those slimes. Those slimes. Alright. Bug! But I know like, over here, this is where one of the musical note pieces are gonna be. Like, if I know there's gonna be one over there, because I can't remember where every single one is. So we'll see. Alright. I'm really in it for the treasure, honestly. Alright. Shovel, 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 shovel. And honestly, it's such a unique concept. A knight with a shovel. I think that is such a unique, like, usually it's like a knight with a sword and shield, but with this, with him, it's a gardening tool. That is so clever and creative. Right, treasure. Bam, bam. Oh, oh. Ah, come on. Sometimes I try to hit every block because there's usually treasure inside it. Going up. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. And Shovel Knight. Okay, stop. That happens a lot too. If you... Sometimes the shovel points down when I didn't want it to. That happens more times than you think. Especially with my old gamepad controller for my computer. So, yeah, there we go. Slime, your time has come! The slime has come. That's not funny. Alright. Alright. Ah. Get those blocks. There we go. Penny! Penny for your thoughts! Ah, the bubble mechanic. Not terribly hard to deal with. Yeah, it's actually a very interesting way to travel. It's like, to get through gaps, you have to use your shovel to bounce on things. So, honestly, that's really cool. It's really cool that you have to do that. Alright, let me wait for this thing. Come on. And yeah, there's a lot of waiting games, waiting for the platforms to move around. I really should play this with my brother sometime. It would be really... I think it would be hilarious to watch him try and do these controls. Alright, there. We actually got both of them, because I knew where they were. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh yeah, the monsters always respawn. They always respawn. And actually, this game gets pretty hard in terms of enemies. But like I said, there's no life system. You just gotta try and get to each checkpoint. Ouch! But I will say the most infuriating thing about the game is when you die in such an area where your treasure, where the treasure bags are impossible to get again. Which then begs the question, how in the world did you get to that point? It's actually really funny. But look at the detail in this place. The people who made Shovel Knight, props to them. They did a great job making this not just an 8-bit game, but to make it like a 2016, 2000, I forget when this game came out. But they made it, they stuck true to the whole, yes, it's an 8-bit game, but it can be flashy in 8-bit. The music is memorable, and oh man, I love it. Wow, you're not a very threatening dragon if you just shoot bubbles out of your... Gotcha! Man, if only I had this much ease defeating dragons in Skyrim, eh?
You are dead! Not a big surprise.
Alright, that was my fault. I was kind of judging the distance because the skeleton guy comes towards you when you're jumping, and I was waiting for him to knock me off, but in the process, I knocked myself off. Alright, gems. I want all the treasure. Because you gotta actually use this money. It's not just a point system. You actually use your treasures to buy things. And I love that. I love how you actually... It's not just a point system. And I think one of my favorite things about this game is that each of the stories for each of the playable characters is actually such a compelling story. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I remember, I have to actually use the dragon to get over there. Like, Shovel Knight's story is compelling. Plague Knight's, I love Plague Knight's story. And even Spectre Knight's story is amazing. I don't know who does the writing for these stories, but they are genius. Yeah, they're basic, but they're so well put together. I actually hope that the Shovel Knight team will make a campaign for each member of the Order with No Quarter. I don't know. I know there's one for King Knight coming in the future, but I would love to see what they could do with the other ones. Alright, we're at the final checkpoint. It's boss time against the Black Knight. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later, the Cerulean Coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. We'll give him an Australian accent. Maybe. I don't know. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress and her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter. I love that order. I didn't finish that sentence. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. So, this guy always confused me. He's not with the Order of No Quarter, but he doesn't want anyone to attack the Enchantress. You are very weird, Mr. Knight. Steal thy shovel! Oh, I'll steal it into your face! Here we go! Ah! Ha-ha! Oh, parry! Oh, yes! Ha! On guard! Oh, ho! You thought you could get me there. Pull a knife on me, eh? Take that! Wow! Yeah. Stop laughing! You left yourself wide open! Oh! I know you can redirect projectiles, but I never do. Ho ho! Thou art has been slain for 1,000 gold. Huzzah! Excelsior! Run away! Yeah, run away, you coward. Well, that was easy. That was relatively easy. But it gets much harder, trust me. Look at those shadings from that fire. See, I hope more games like this come out. I know it sounds very hipster, like, oh, I hope 8-bit games come, but let's face it, a lot of our childhood games were 8-bit games. Catch her! I'm coming, Shovel Knight, my dear! Oh, man. Now, I actually don't know what happens if you actually miss catching Shield Knight in your dream sequence. Yay! I'm supposed to get a feat there, huh? Okay. I guess feats are different in the Switch version. Because I know in the computer version you get like little achievements on your Steam account. Okay, so why don't we head to town and buy a couple things? Uh-oh, whoops. Cancel. I keep forgetting that the B button is the jump button. Pharaoh's halt! No weapons. No weapons. We have enough to worry about lately with everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, just a shovel. You may enter then. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. Yeah, sure. I'll talk to at least the important people, like this bard over here. Hail, traveler! I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa! You have 2 music sheets! Magnificent! Take 500 gold for each. Wonderful. Let's see here. Oh, you found Strike the Earth. Ah, ostinato trumpet triplets. Is there anything you can't render into pure magic? Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. Thank you, Bard, but I'm probably never gonna ask you. I just did. No. Bye. See ya. Oh yeah, the up button is the thing. Oh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. No. Now first, let's get some extra health. We're gonna need it from this goat guy. Decisions. Should I extend my magic or health, or just eat a tin can? Play the goat scream right here. Thank you. Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options? Yes, I'll take your meal ticket. Thank you. Now, give it to this fella right here. A meal ticket. Hand it to me. I'll get to work on my best recipe. I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less, so bon appetit and pardon the mess. Thank you, sir. Cook away. I love a guy who can cook. Thank you, sir. Ooh, I don't know what I just ate, but it must have been tasty. Now, we'll extend our magic in a minute, but we have to buy some relics first, but plus there's one other thing I want to get first. And it's, the chalice from this fine fellow right here. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trollpool King. Who? You've never heard of the Trollpool King? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Have trout and half apple, pronounced by like mouthful. Oh, pronounced like mouthful. Troutful. I guess that's how you spell it. He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling the truth. If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Troutful King will appear. As it appears, I have been entrusted to sell Troutful chalices to believers. Would you like one? Yes, I would. I'll take just one for now, and I'll buy the other one later. Alright, let's talk to this fella. I never got what this guy looked like, but I think he's got dreadlocks.
Psst. Hey, blue guy. You wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look?
Yes. I mean, I could get this one. Let's get this one. That way we'll have enough to up our magic. Thank you! And there's this frog here. I'm not gonna talk to Oh, wait a second. I just noticed it. I noticed it. Whoops. Dang it. There we go! I noticed that at the corner of my eye. Just like, oh, secret! Now, before I go back to that bard and give him the music note, let's go over here. And, there's a lady on this thing. I jump on here, jump on there, and there's a treasure chest and a music note. Treasure! Ow. I wouldn't be surprised if Wario's underneath that helmet. A fascination with treasure and all sorts of jewels. Now, there's like a lot of weird people in this town. Horse people, goat people, llama people, regular humans. All sorts of fun people. Alright, Bard. Take your gold. Let's see here. Oh, you found Pastoral. Having my music piped into shopping centers, I suppose it does pay the bills. Now that I have this blah 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 blah, thank you. Whatever. Now, let's up our magic, and we shall continue onward to the Troutful King and get our chalice filled.
Want more use out of your relics? Oh, yes, of course. I can increase your maximum magic. Good.
Yes, very good. Gracias! Alright, cool. You know, I bet we have a... no, we don't have enough for the orb, but I would love to get our health up one more time. Ah, dang it. We'll have to do that later. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the Troutful King, and then we'll probably call it an episode. But yeah, the levels are gonna take a much longer time, because that was the training level. Oh yeah, I don't have an amiibo, so we will not be talking to this weird fairy lady. But all she does is just, if you use an amiibo, I don't know how specific the amiibos are used, but you can have a little fairy friend, like in Legend of Zelda. Alright, here we are at the... Whoa! He was not kidding about him being half trout, half apple. Troutful.
Who has awakened me, mortal? Dost thou need aid?
Aid me!
I sense a Troutful chalice. I can fill it with magical...
Ichor, Iker, whatever that is.
magic juice! That's pronounced...
Oh. If I had finished the thing, Icor, sorry. Oh man, I'm gonna pay for that later. Icor.
Choose your Icor wisely.
I always get the health one. The invincibility one's good, but the absorb nearby treasure is absolutely pointless. If I'm gonna get treasure, I'll get it myself. The invincibility one is helpful against bosses that are giving you a tough time, but you gotta be careful because if you use the chalice, you have to leave the level to get another one. It won't respawn if you die and go back to the checkpoint. So it's like very important to use them sparingly.
Subjects, a new initiate joins us. The ceremony shall commence.
Oh yes, the Troutful King's ceremony. Let's listen to this lovely thing. I bet Shovel Knight's enthused about it. Well, that's a minute and 30 seconds of my life I'm never getting back.
Fare thee well, Shovel Knight. Return if thou hast need of my aid again.
And the nice thing about this is that the I-cores are free, so as long as you got empty chalices, you can always come back here and get more from him. So yeah, but I think that's enough time for today. So welcome to Shovel Knight, people! We are going to play through this game. I don't know how long it'll take for each chapter, for each playthrough with the different characters. But hey, here we are, Shovel Knight on the Nintendo Switch of all things. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Check out some of the other videos me and Player 2 have done. Like us, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. And please share this content with your friends. We love hearing from you. This is Gamer Bros Advance. I'm Player 1, and I am powering down. Excelsior!